Chairman James Comer of the House Oversight Committee joins us now. It was his hearing today. Good to have you, sir. Let's start right there with the governor. He's had a big day. Talk about what you learned today in this hearing.
Well, remember, those state lawmakers who testified, they testified under oath. If anything they said was not correct, then they committed perjury. So they knew what the rules were. They said under oath that people have been warning Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison for years, not months, not weeks, years, that this fraud has been ongoing, that the response from the governor when state employees and other credible whistleblowers would come forward with their concern about this massive amount of fraud, that Walz would retaliate against them. That is a crime. And what we did today was we proved that there are billions of dollars of fraud that's been committed with the social programs in Minnesota. And this is the important part, Tim Walz and Keith Ellison, the Attorney General, both knew and both retaliated against anyone who was brave enough in the Minnesota state government to come forward and proclaim that fraud.
That's clearly criminal, right? I mean, not only are you complicit in the embezzling of potentially billions of dollars of federal tax dollars, but then you're threatening anybody that might call it out. I mean, that sounds like a very serious crime.
It's a very serious crime, and I think what we did today is a great step forward in criminal referrals. But the difference in this investigation and other investigations that I've led is the cabinets are on the ground. The Trump administration's on the ground in Minnesota. You've got the Department of Homeland Security there, obviously, as well as the Department of Agriculture on the food fraud. The HUD agencies are there to try to calculate all the fraud and get the fraudsters. I think we're finally going to see a lot of people in handcuffs. But what this hearing was about today was to make sure that we got people on the record under oath that are in the know. These are some of the most powerful people in the state of Minnesota that said, in fact, Governor Walz knew about the fraud and retaliated against anyone who would proclaim fraud. And then they went further and said the media wouldn't cover it, the liberal media in Minnesota, because they feared that would be considered racist to say anything bad about the massive Somali population. And that's why they did it. Yeah. That's why that Tim Walz and Keith Ellison turned a blind eye, because of the votes, because of the Somali population is a significant voting bloc for the Democrat Party in Minnesota. Yeah.
Affable, he comes off, Tim Walz as just this, kind of a everyday, everyman kind of idiot. And at the end of the day, he's still a politician, and he's got some dirt under his fingernails. I think that was proven today in your hearing. That is something else. Congressman James Comer, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it, sir.
Everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.